1950 was the last year for the Eldorado Club and the Hotel Apache. Right there on that corner is where Benny Binion bought that property, and he turned it into the Horseshoe. Now here's a picture. Check out the horse. See the horseshoe in front of the horseshoe? There's a horse coming out of there. This is what it looked like after Benny Binion bought it. Benny Binion, again, his family purchased it in 1951, and they held control pretty much through 2004. But what a lot of people don't realize is there was a few years where Benny Binion had to give up control. Now again, here's a picture of it before Benny Binion bought it, and then here's a picture after he bought it. But our story today, we're going to focus on Joe Brown, because what happened in 1953, Benny Binion had to go to prison. So he sold the majority interest in the property, it was on paper mind you, to this man here, Joe Brown. Now, the way the deal was going to work is after Benny got out of prison, Benny Binion would take control of the casino. But this is Joe Brown on the far right. It was his idea to put the $1 million on display. And then when Benny Binion got out of prison and took the club back over, he decided to go with that idea. Now again, here's a picture of it between 1953 and the late 50s when it was Joe W. Brown's Horseshoe. So we're just going to briefly go over a little bit of the history of the Las Vegas Horseshoe downtown. This would be a picture of it after Joe Brown gave it back to Benny Binion. That would have been in 1964. So in 1964, Benny Binion took the property back over, and as I said, the family held on to the property until 2004. Now the thing is, after Benny Binion got out of prison, he did some time in Leavenworth for tax evasion. He could no longer actually own the casino on paper because he was a felon. So he let his sons run the place. Jack Binion, Ted Binion ran it all the way up there until the late 1990s when Becky Binion took it over in the late 90s, and of course they sold out in 2004. So just a little brief history on the Horseshoe downtown.